kind of like a normal week for you, considering how much you played and started, that there's really nothing, there's not a newness to it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've been used to starting. I mean, for the last 9 years, and so my role was a little different for these, first 5 games, being behind Dak. But now it's like it's getting back to basically how it was for me, and so I know how to prepare. I know I've got a routine that I've been used to, that I've done, that I feel like has worked really well for me. So there's not really a whole lot that new that I'm trying to figure out. Just because I've got the experience of doing this for a while.
Can you take us through that routine and what it is?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is what I'm going to look at on film, and what days I'm going to study what, and everything like that. So now I've got my routine down.
What's the key for you and Kellen to make sure you're on the same page play calling before the game?
Yeah, I think it's just the constant communication. I think just us being on the same page with how we're wanting to do things, what I'm comfortable with, and what he's comfortable with. We don't see things changing much. I feel like we can just run this offense. I've been in a lot of different systems and kind of been through it all. So I like everything that we're doing, and just my job is to just keep this thing going exactly how Dak had it. Dak was playing really well, and we don't feel like we want there to be any drop-off since he's not in there.
Andy, your coaches and teammates have said that in the quarterback room you've been vocal since you got here. Are you more vocal, though, in team-wide meetings now than you were a week or two ago?
Yeah, I feel like I've been the same. I feel like whenever, I feel like I need to present something or bring something up, I do it. I did it before, even when I wasn't playing, just to make sure that everybody's clear on everything. And so, for me, I feel like I'm being the same guy that I was.
How important is the relationship as a quarterback between you and your center, and what sort of conversations and meetings have you had with Tyler Biotish so that you guys can be where you need to be come Monday night?
Yeah, I think it comes down to just the communication with everything, making sure we're on the same page, making sure we're seeing things the same. And so, Tyler's been great ever since he got here, and so we've had some good meetings, good conversations, and we'll be ready to go on Monday.
Do you meet separately with your offensive linemen? Do you meet separately with your offensive linemen in like a players-only type setting, just from an ownership standpoint? Is that part of your routine?
Yeah, we've met as a group, and so we have time to make sure that we iron everything out that we need to.
How much have you talked to them? And is that something that you want to make sure you're caught up, or you have enough preparation from your years in the league that it's not necessarily necessary?
I missed the first part of your question. I'm sorry.
How much have you talked to Dak this week, and how much do you think it would be helpful, or is your preparation from all your years in the league fine?
Yeah, I've talked to Dak, more just checking on him, just see how he's doing. He's been in getting treatment and different things like that. So I've been able to see him and talk to him. But from my preparation standpoint, I've just I've been just trying to handle it like I have been. And so Dak's been very supportive, and I can't thank Dak enough for just what he's meant to me, just to be around him and watch him work, watch how he prepares, watch how he has led this team. And I've loved seeing it. And so I feel like it's going to make me a better quarterback.
Andy, when you signed with the Cowboys, you mentioned that you still wanted to start in the league. You get to do that now. So what do you think you need to show the rest of the league that you still got it, that you can be a high-quality starter in the NFL?
Yeah, I think for me, I just got to run this offense, how it's supposed to be run. I feel like I've just got to be me and kind of let my play speak for itself. I feel like there's a lot of talent on this team, and my job is to distribute the ball to our guys, let them go make plays, and just be me throughout the whole process of it all. And so, like I said, I feel like I still have a lot of good football left, and I'm anxious to go show this for the rest of the season.
The first 4.5 games, you were able to observe NFL games from a different vantage point different perspective. Do you think at all that made you a better quarterback? Just that advantage of just kind of being away from it, from the outside looking in, but still being part of the process?
Yeah, obviously it's a different perspective, and so I mean, your role is a lot different, and you're seeing things from a different vantage point, being on the sideline and not being the guy out there. So yeah, I think it definitely gives you appreciation for being out there, being the guy, being the one that's out there with the ability to impact the game. And so yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's going to make me a better quarterback.
With someone as beloved as Dak is in that locker room, with someone as beloved as Dak is in that locker room, how do you go about making your own imprint as far as leadership and kind of showing that your way is maybe different than Dak?
Yeah, Dak has, everybody has loved Dak. Everybody's loved the way that he's handled everything. And so for me, I have to be myself. I have to build on what Dak has done here and just be me along the way. I'm just not trying to take anything away from Dak and everything that he's done, but at the end of the day, I'm the one that's out there, and I've got to be the guy that that's going to get everybody's attention. Is going to lead this group since Dak's not here, and so like I said, our standard of play and the standard is still high, and we expect to go out there and play well.
Andy, multiple of your teammates, when we asked them what you've been like this week, said, Andy's been Andy. Can you tell us in your words what that means?
I think it's kind of what I've been saying. I feel like I'm just being myself. I'm being how I was. I was running a scout team, and so the same way that I was in the huddle there, it's the same thing that I'm kind of bringing to that first group when you're running our offense and everything. And so I'm just trying to be myself throughout this whole process, and I think that's what everybody means by that.
Andy, I spoke with your former TU teammate, Jeremy Curley, earlier this week, and he told me that throughout your guys' time at TCU, you played with a chip on your shoulder, and he told me that it goes all the way back to that South Lake Carroll game back at high school. My question is, do you play with that chip on your shoulder that needs to prove something, and where did it come from?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to bring up the South Lake game, the state game, my senior year. Unfortunately, we didn't win that one, but yeah, I think that's kind of just part of it. You want to go out and you want to prove that you're you can play well, you can run this offense and help this team win. And so that's my whole mindset. My goal is to be the best player I can be for this team and let everything fall how it's supposed to.
Andy, what do you think? What do you think works best with your chemistry with Michael Gallup in the game, and especially on the plays where you were escaping the pocket and he was adjusting? When you look back at film, how do you carry that going forward?
Yeah, MG made two really good plays at the end of that game that allowed us to be down there to kick the field goal to win the game. And so, I think you've seen MG do that this whole year. You give him a chance to go make a play at the end of these games, and he's making them. And so, for me, the first one, got out of the pocket. He did a great job of getting off his route and finding a way to get open, just gave him a chance to make the play. And then the last one, you put the ball up in the air and let him go do what he does. When the ball's in the air, he finds a way to come down with it. And so, you'd love to see that, especially at moments like that in the game when you need to make a play.
Now that you are taking over, is it hard or is it easy to embrace the expectation on this team?
No, I think it's easy. We have high expectations for ourselves. And so the expectation is to be a really good offense to win each week. And so I don't feel like there's any other expectation we have to worry about except the one that we have for ourselves.
It was obviously was an emotional time in the third quarter on Sunday when you entered the game. What did you say in the huddle to the guys upon entering the game?
Yeah, and I stepped in the huddle and just told them, this is why I wanted to be here. You never, obviously the circumstance isn't what you want to have happen. You never want to see anybody get hurt, but unfortunately that's part of the game. And so, I felt like, in the moment, just want to let everybody know, like, I'm here for them. And we're going to get this thing done. So, that was kind of just my message once I stepped in the huddle.
Does it help that you played against Arizona last year in your preparation this week?
What was that? Sorry.
Does it help that you played against Arizona last year in your preparation in terms of carryover that they might have personnel-wise?
Yeah, I mean, obviously playing against them, I mean, it helps. I don't think, here in Dallas, they've played against them for a couple years, and so I mean, I definitely think it helps a little bit, just from a personnel standpoint, knowing who's going to be out there and everything.
Time for one more question, guys.
Andy, you kind of piggyback off a previous question. Despite all that you've done in football, high school, college, and the pro, do you still feel like you've got something to prove?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I feel like I said, I've had some really good years and been on some really good teams and have had some success in this league. And so, my goal moving forward is to just keep proving that and just doing whatever I can to help this team win. And, that's my whole mindset. Make sure that I'm doing everything possible on my end that is going to allow us a chance to win these games and to win each week moving forward. And, that's all I'm worried about.
Thank you.
Andy,
Thanks, guys.
We got to go. Sorry.
Appreciate it.